Quick, it's 1 week till Christmas and you haven't picked up all the presents, and you know that one person. They probably have a podcast, a YouTube channel, or even a full-blown studio. And you want to pretend that you've been listening and that you actually care about it. First of all, that's horrible. You shouldn't have to pretend. It's just mean. But still, maybe you want to get them something for Christmas, or, I don't know, maybe something for yourself. Well then, here we are with the last-minute Christmas buyer's guide. Of course, all the links to this stuff is down in the video description, and they are affiliate links. Any and all purchases do go to support the channel. Now, first of all, I would like to point out that microphone purchases for other people can be quite hit and miss. And while I promise I'll get a few on later on down the list, the higher priced ones might be a bit tricky to buy, as they're usually suggested to be matched to the person's voice. So, you know. Of course, we are going to be staying in price ranges, so I'll offer a few different options at each price point. Ready? Perfect. Starting at the Secret Santa stage, this one has a max of $25. Now, before you think this isn't the best price range, you can actually get a lot of really cool stuff under $25. And honestly, there's a lot of the stuff in here that kind of sucks to spend money on if you're spending it on yourself. So it's kind of nice to get as a present. Kind of like the socks of the studio. First up is headphone hangers. Now this one's a huge buy. It can actually really clean up the studio desk and even save some catastrophes. I can't even count how many times I've almost ripped my interface off the desk because I catch the headphone cables. Now, you can also get them pretty cheap, so you aren't killing yourself price-wise, and I promise this is something everyone will use. Guaranteed. And maybe for a couple extra dollars more, you can get the quick release mic adapter. Now this thing is a massive time saver and thread saver for those of us who are multiple mic owners. They speak for themselves, and honestly, it's one of those things that you didn't know you wanted until you had it. Next up, and moving into the price range that I'd call maybe potential girlfriend or boyfriend, we're talking about the $25 to $100 price range. Now this is where it opens up just a bit. First of all, a great buy is some new cabling. Now it's not one of those sexy purchases like a microphone, but it will make a huge difference. The Mogami XLR cable is the bee's knees when it comes to mic cables. You just won't get any better. Now you will find several other options on Amazon, but honestly, avoid the Amazon Basics ones for now. Several tests have shown it doesn't do too well with shielding from external signals. So just spend a couple extra dollars and make sure it works. Next up for this price range, this is a massive upgrade for any studio, and it costs under $50. This is the Rolls MS-111, and it's a completely silent mute switch. Now, you can also get the Rolls M11 Pro, which is a two-way switch that can be set up as a push to mute or a push to talk. Now, if you've been recording and you feel the need to cough or sneeze, you'll know this one could be a huge game changer, and it's one of those unexpected gifts that they will just absolutely love. And for the final one in this price range, it's the first microphone on this list, the Shure SM58. This is a must in every studio. It's one of the best backup mics you can buy, and frankly, it even works as a great primary mic. It works for stage, YouTube, podcasts. It's literally endless. The Shure SM58 is almost guaranteed a perfect buy. All right, this is now the $100 to $200 price range, and maybe call this good friend territory, like really good friend. This is where things get a little bit more fun. To start, this is something every podcaster, YouTuber, editor, or frankly anyone would want to see in their stocking. New cans. This is where the Audio-Technica ATH M50X come in. These things are one of the most popular and best headphones you can buy at this price point. Also, they do have a full lineup, so whatever price point you're coming in at, there's going to be something for you. Now, these are comfortable for long sessions, and frankly, they have a really flat response, so they won't be coloring the sound when you're editing. Now, if you haven't spent enough on this one, you can always get the wireless version for $20 more, but due to the latency, I would say stay with the wired version. it's probably the best bet. Next up, this one is technically under $100, but with tax, not really. It's the Triton Fathead. Now, this is the cheaper version of the Cloud Lifter, but also there's literally no difference in quality when they're compared directly. So it's a really good buy. This is a must for anyone that has an SM7B or an SM58 or any other low gain dynamic microphone, and they want just a little bit more punch without all the preamp noise. This is a great purchase, and I'm not exactly sure why more people don't buy this over the Cloud Lifter. At just over $100, this next one is one of those wow gifts. It's the Rode PSA-1 boom arm. Now, frankly, you can go with the blue boom arm too, but I got a soft spot for Rode's version, and honestly, it's one of the best. Any studio can use one, sometimes two, depending on the setup. They're fantastic. I never go anywhere without mine. Even on vacation with the family. All right, next up, $200 to $300. We are in BFF territory, and your friend's gonna love you for this. This one's easy, and honestly, I have to say this is one of my favorite purchases over the past year. It's a mesh chair. Now, they give great support. They're not as exhausting after a long session of editing or gaming or a combination of both, and your butt doesn't sweat. It's actually a big deal. Now, it is in the higher range of prices, but honestly, you don't want to cheap out on a mesh chair for, well, all the reasons you can probably imagine. Just get one, it will change your life. You know what? Get one for yourself too. They're amazing. And finally, at this price point, Adobe Audition. Now, hear me out. This would be for a full year of access, and honestly, it's worth it. One of the best programs for editing, and if someone is on the cusp of making money with their studio, this can be that boost to get them over the edge. You can purchase it for the full year or monthly. Neither really costs more than the other, but professional editing is quite nice in Adobe Audition. And finally, in the sugar daddy or sugar mama range, this is the $400 plus. This one is tough, and a lot of pricier options tend to be very personal choices. Honestly, though, you can't go wrong with an SM7B. Literally the goal for a lot of podcasters and, well, everyone else. Now, it does come in at just under $400, but honestly, tax is a thing. And I gotta say, one of the best microphones you can buy for any studio, and it works on pretty much almost any other voice. It's fantastic. It's a great microphone. Beyond that, though, I'm going to say you should maybe package a few of the other options I've listed here. If you have over $400 to spend and you really want to treat somebody, maybe get the SM7B and a Fathead, or maybe a mesh chair in Adobe Audition. The options, if you combine them, are endless. Anyways, let me know, what did you ask Santa Claus for? Do you think it's coming? Let me know down in the comments. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, punch that like button right in the present sack. If you loved it though, try the subscribe button. It provides holiday cheer. Cheers, and I'll see you in the next video. Gotta go find my eggnog. Woo!